What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Live Beyond Average podcast, number 5. Just got done working out. I'm a little sweaty, but it's the best time for me always. It seems like that my thoughts are pretty clear. You think of things that you normally maybe aren't focused on quite as much. And I am that way, but I'm not that way today. It's kind of weird because I'm not quite sure the direction I want to take today's podcast. I have a lot on my mind. It's been a crazy month between work and my own run-to-gun business. And this last week just really got me thinking about quite a few things, mainly about the situations in our lives and how we really handle them and what we're doing about them, whether we like them or we don't like them. And so I'm just going to kind of get right into it here. The beginning of this week was crazy. There was a lot of things with work that there's always times we have to do things that we don't want to do. And for me, there were some things in work that I didn't want to do, but it's part of life, and I did them. So basically, what I want to touch on, because I hear so many of these things, and I get a lot of comments from people because I have a hunting TV show, and that I run my own business. That I don't think people realize that I'm running a business and I'm working a full-time job as well. That that's my situation right now, and that I'm building, I'm networking, I'm doing things so I get to a situation that I want to be in, and that being that I can make determinations of how my day is going to go. That only my decisions dictate my day. Basically is what I'm working for. I know. And so my situation is that I have to work a job right now in order to progress and get further down the line to my plans. Now with that, I have to work another second full-time job being Run2Gun, my own business. And so I can't work on that necessarily throughout the day, all day, every day like I'd like to, right? That's where my passion really lies. That's where I want to grow. And so this is where it comes into the sacrificing factor, right? And so I can't just get up and just do run the gun 80 hours a week like I would love to do. Some people can't. Some people can give up everything because their situation is different. For me, my situation, I have 2 kids, a house, a wife. I have to support those things, right? And so many of you are probably in that same situation. You have ties. Okay. Now, some of you are maybe in different situations. I have a friend, her name's Greta. She just quit her job and she's packing up and she's moving a couple states away. And because she loves it there, she wants to go for it. That is phenomenal. I'm so pumped for her. And if she has no ties, so what a great time in her life to do that. Some people look at that and that's pretty risky. To me, man, that's a solid move. That's the best thing you could do. Now is the time to go for it. And that's with anybody. Now is the time to just go for it. And so if you're in a situation maybe like me or in your own, special situation, if you're not doing these extra things before work, after work, during your breaks to change your situation, we can't complain about them, right? I'd love to just sit at home and be negative, and that's kind of what got this thought process rolling. Is I woke up this morning and I wanted to just kind of mope. I wanted to pout about it and get nothing done. And then it just kind of came to me. I went and realized, hey, that's not going to change my situation, And so I decided to change my perspective on it, in that, hey, I got to kick butt where I'm at. I got to give it good effort and work hard, and then outside of that, step up my game even further in the evenings, in the mornings, when I have breaks and time to do it, to continue to build on my situation, right? So if my goal and my dream is to make Run2Gun full time, if that's what it is, then what am I doing outside of my actual work? How am I stepping that up? If I'm not doing it, if I'm not working harder to learn more things, to reach more people, to network better, to make better relationships, to get more content out there to you guys, I can't complain. I have not earned any right to complain about it, right? So depending on what your situation is, if you're working your job and you don't like it, you hate what you're doing, and you want to do something else, what are you doing in your evenings? What are you doing in your mornings? What are you doing on lunch break? Are you just negative about it and you're complaining about it and you dwell on it, on what I wish I could be doing this, I wish I could be doing something different? Or are you actually taking steps forward to positively change your situation? And that's just one of the biggest things that's on my mind today. I just would hate, I hate seeing it with certain friends. I hate seeing it with other people talking about how much unhappy they are with what they're doing. And so, what are you doing in your evenings? Start changing those situations. Be positive. Don't be impatient with it. All the way back in several episodes ago, we talked about that patience. Totally just comes right back into this, right? How patient are we going to be on those hours we're putting forth towards something bigger and greater that we want to be doing? And for me, I've been working on this since 2010. We've been grinding at it, and that's okay, because that's even tiny compared to what some other people are doing. And I know we're making the right steps. I love that process and the journey. You can go all the way back to our Run to Gun TV Season 2, and our mantra was enjoy the process, love the journey. And so as much as I want it to be 100% full time, I'm almost like I'm enjoying it where it's at right now too, and into that stage. And I always have to remind myself of that, is enjoying that process, loving the journey, the whole trip, the whole ride along the way, and not to be discouraged at where we're at. So I just encourage you to do the same thing. If you're stuck in your rut, if you're stuck in a job, if you hate school, no matter what it is, be patient. Do things outside of what you're currently doing to take steps forward towards that greater picture, towards that bigger goal of what you want to accomplish. Take risks. Go out there and calculate what needs to be done in order to get there. So that's today's episode. Live Beyond Average podcast, episode number 5. Just a short one, some getting inside my head thoughts for the day. If you love this episode, like it, share it, give us a 5-star rating. I would love that. Share it with some friends that you think need to hear this as well. I appreciate you.